Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry. Whoa.
Let's go. What it do, man. The Faison View Podcast, episode 273. We back in the building, brother. We back in the building, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you like, share, subscribe at the Faison View Podcast. You know what it is, man. You know what we doing here. All right, man. We got a lot to unpack today. Co-host, my brother right here. Let's get to it, bro. Let's get to it, man. Hey, have you not talked to somebody over a Zodiac sign, man? We brought it up on here before, but we ain't really dive into that. So you already know, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, shout out to Cinco de Mayo, man. It's coming soon. Coming soon this week, man. So
all the fake Hispanics about to come out.
Yup, you already know me. I'm about to be out here. I'm one of them. You already know, man. Then Taco Tuesday today, too. So let's get into it, man. The agenda we got today, man. If you had to choose one, which throwback item are you using? Are you using a beeper, Sidekick, Nokia, BlackBerry, or the Razr? Okay, that's a throwback right there. Alright, is it over for regular TV and radio, man? Are you paying more for streaming services? Is it worth it? Alright, man, this is some big news, daily news, man. Elon Musk brought out Twitter for 44 Bs, bro, not M's, Bs. Alright, what is next for the social media era? And additional news, man. This is wild to me. This propaganda, all this stuff going on. Pete Davidson wrong for tattooing Kanye kid's name on his neck. Sheesh, man. Let's break down to that one. All right, subscribers Q&A, man. Make sure you are topping in, man. Sending your questions, man. We got another good one today, man. Have you ever met someone and not talked to them because of their Zodiac sign? Be honest and transparent. Let's go. And lastly, the infamous would you rather, bro. Alright, man. You know, we back, y'all. We back. We is back. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Episode 273. Alright. Straight off the back, man. If you had to choose one, which throwback item are you choosing, bro? The beeper, the Sidekick, Nokia, or BlackBerry, or Razr?
Sidekick.
Ooh, the Sidekick was Sidekick was dope.
That was the first one with the keyboard. I think that had internet on it.
Bro, and you can see like widescreen.
Yeah.
I wanted a BlackBerry so bad because I wanted to be exclusive. I feel like, you know, the BlackBerry was like for the exclusive elite top tier, you know what I'm saying, type person.
I wanted a BlackBerry because Pharrell had a solid gold BlackBerry, and I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, bro, the BlackBerry
like he had a solid gold black. I was like, yo. That's what he means.
I kind of missed it, bro. I missed those days, bro. It's like
the Razr. I was one of the
Razr.
I got one when it wasn't.
I had
cool to have one, but like, yo, that joint was tough.
Nah, the Razr. That's when that first flip phone.
You gotta have a Sidekick, man. Because texting is way easier. You can do it on the internet.
I feel like the Sidekick is what changed everything moving forward.
Yeah,
like with the keypad and stuff like that. Because before with the Razr, you typing like. You know, and then what made the BlackBerry so tough because you just had the text board right in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
The beeper, you gotta get like a real dope boy to want a beeper to come back. You gotta always have change in your pocket. Beeper, yeah. Then you gotta find a payphone. Like, where you gonna find a payphone?
Like beeper just sound tough, but when you think about everything that you had to do with a beeper, like
you gotta recognize what number is what.
Fact.
This is like that's back to the era of actually having to memorize phone numbers.
And back in the era where it was the phone book, where you was actually utilizing the phone book, bro. Nah, bro, that's this. I like this topic because, bro, it's nostalgic in that. I did have a Nokia too. I had a Nokia way back when. I had a Nokia. One of my first phones, bro. Was, I think it was with like Virgin Mobile or something, bro. Like, dang, bro, just throw it back, man. But also another one we left out too. Was what's the call? The Nextel Chirp. I'm not gonna hold you. A lot of people. I never had that jump, but I ain't gonna lie. For a minute, I wanted one of them jumps, bro. It was like, nah, that jump, bro. That jump was crazy. But the BlackBerry, bro, I feel like you was an elite company when you had that BlackBerry, bro. You couldn't tell nobody nothing.
Like you was a businessman or something. Like you had a BlackBerry, you felt like you was like corporate. You was like a CEO or somebody.
Yeah, bro. Seriously. Like, shout out to those people who still got Blackberries. For real, for real.
My pastor had one for a minute. He finally got something else.
That's tough.
He had a Blackberry for a good minute.
That's tough, though. Like, cause the Blackberry, you can play games and stuff like that. That joint's legendary, man.
Yeah, but the Sidekick is just way cooler than everything else.
Yeah, the Sidekick. And what you remember what color you had?
I never had a Sidekick. I just remember seeing them. And they were in video games. NBA Ballers. If you played NBA Ballers 2, you had a Sidekick.
Nah,
they gave you the Sidekick was in video games. It was just way cooler than everything else. Bro. That joint was in the movie Be Cool. Everyone had a Sidekick. That joint was tough.
Yeah, that was them times, bro. That Razr just threw me back to that was my like first phone times right there. That flip phone, boy.
That joint, the screen slid up. It's like you playing DS.
Nah,
the Blackberry was way cooler than everything else.
Yeah,
I think it was touchscreen too.
Bro, that Sidekick changed
that changed before the iPhone, bro.
Blackberry was just like I said, it was tough, but it was like exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Back then, Sidekick, bro. When that jumped off, it was like how you equivalent to how the iPhone jumped off, bro, because it was a different type of phone. You know what I'm saying? So, man, let us know which one you choose in that one, man. That's the nostalgic. I like to throw it back for y'all, man. All right, is it over for regular TV and radio, bro? Like. Are you paying more for streaming services? Is it worth it?
It's worth it, but I don't think it's over regular TV shows because you still have certain networks who create good shows. Like FX has Snowfall and Dave and Atlanta. Now, granted, those things come on Hulu, but not till 3 a.m.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And they got Fargo. Like FX has a lot of really good shows.
Bro, streaming services changed the game.
Yeah, but they did for sure. Like, and I always did say, you know, if Cartoon Network ever had a streaming service, they would get all my money. And now they're on HBO Max, and it's been really worth it to just have every piece of DC comic that I love on there. All the old Cartoon Network I love is on there. We got to talk about that again one day. But yeah, I mean, I think it's worth it.
I definitely think it's worth it. I think streaming services has hit a point where it's the new norm. Yeah. Now we here with the new norm. I wouldn't say it's over for regular TV and radio, because radio is still like a high commodity.
Radio is important in other aspects,
and totally different other aspects like press, TV, and it's about it's press.
Like no one really listens to the radio because they play the same.
But also when you think about, but also when you say radio, we still in the mindset of saying, oh yeah, artists or somebody's mainstream because they're on the radio. You know what I'm saying? We still say that, but yes, it's changing. The tilt is changing, but I get your point. Radio is multifaceted with what they do. But the streaming services, man, like Snoop just said, man, like what he did with his album, and he put it in the NFT, and he put it in the streaming world, man, and what you can get back, yes, you have to be a certain type of level to stream, but also it makes it, I would say, more so easier for artists and easier for also consumers such as us watching Netflix, Hulu, instead of buying a huge package deal for a year and you wasting your money, but you can stream these things for, a lower price. You know what I'm saying?
There are still things on TV that come on TV that I watch. Like I still record certain things and watch TV. Mm-hmm. So I think, streaming services are great, but I do still think there's a place for TV. Because you just never know. Mm-hmm. Like there might be a movie that comes on that's not on your streaming service for free, and you can record it and just watch it. There might be a show. Rerun. I feel like there's always something that comes on TV. But that's more convenient to watch.
And that's what you're saying with TV is crazy, because a lot of these streaming services we talking about are buying out these TV networks and shows. So now they're putting, they're just putting everything together at this point.
Yeah. It's how I feel about like with GameStop. People think, I can't believe GameStop is still around. Like GameStop's not going anywhere. They might always be at a level where they're just barely floating above water, but they're not going to drown, because there's always going to be that person like myself who wants to buy physical games. There's something about being able to see the game, being able to touch it, feel it, and if your system breaks, you don't have to buy a whole new game. Right. You still have the game. You just put it this. Like there's a reason they made the digital PS5 and the disc PS5 because this consumer still exists, and as long as they exist, GameStop will exist.
And also to your point, it's just good to have. It's good to have both. And like you said, it's honestly it's pick your poison, because you got people that like the nostalgic or like a certain thing and don't like the new modern day things. Just in general. So and it's neither is bad. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a physical game buyer myself. Like, I like to have the disc just in case you never know what happens. And it's just, I don't know, that's just who I am. you know. But I've done the digital buy, of course, you know, especially if it's a game that's like old and you can't get the physical. You know, you buy it on, okay, it's right here, I just get it right here.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I'm the same.
Because for me, all I need is that Wi-Fi, and all I need is them in that streaming services. Shoot, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I got some. Shoot, we go down the list. I got so many. For real, we got like a Disney Plus.
There's 2 more that I need to. I just have it hooked up.
Netflix, bro. It's so many, bro.
Hey, Netflix they in trouble, yo. HBO Max gonna take all y'all money.
In trouble. HBO Max, YouTube TV now.
They finna take and y'all making it worse. Y'all cutting the animated stuff out. That's not gonna help you get subscribers back. You gonna lose more subscribers.
Hey, man. Yeah, like this space is war. It's war because there's so many. Like we just said, so many streaming services coming out with new ways to bring the consumers into the content. You know what I'm saying? And get to them subscriptions, bro. Hey, that money add up. You already know. Man, talking about money add up, man. Elon Musk brought out Twitter for $44 billion, man. Hey, look here. Twitter owner, instantly, you put $44 billion on the table. Hey, look here. It's been good, y'all. It's been lovely. Let me get my bags. I'm good. $44 billion, bro. I'm not turning down $44 billion, bro.
I just can't imagine living in a world where you can wake up and receive $44 billion.
And that's crazy because it was eye-opening to all of us because we didn't know, even though Twitter is Twitter, you know what I'm saying? We didn't know the worth of what Twitter was, you know what I'm saying? And for Elon Musk, he's on the road to where he's about to be unstoppable because he's using things. And he's using things that could be liability to other people and turning it into asset. Because you think about that $44 billion, we was talking about that. That's probably like how much percentage is what? Under 10% of his net worth. You know what I'm saying? And what he's about to recoup for that. So I mean that's a big move. I'm just eager to see what's about to happen behind the move for real because man,
and see what Jack
big boy.
Jack's got a lot of.
Jack Dorsey. Yeah, Jack Dorsey. I know the owner.
I mean, he already had money.
Yeah, he already.
He owns Square. You know, but it's like, you know, now you got
right. So
Twitter.
Right.
What's the next for Jack Dorsey?
Hey, whatever. If I'm him, it's whatever. It's the sky's the limit because, like you saying, this is already a billionaire himself already. But to add $44 billion onto a company where you know what I'm saying, where it's only elevated. But also, the good thing about Twitter is its own thing. Yeah. It's its own thing. That's what makes Twitter stand out. So it was surprising to me seeing this.
If I had to ask for one thing, just don't change nothing, Elon. Twitter is great as it is. If I had to ask for one change, you know, do something with the porn. There's way too much porn on Twitter. I'm tired of going through that. Wild on Twitter. So if you want to change something, do something with that. And you can get rid of spaces because no one really cares about that.
I mean, but that's a good add too. That's a good add too. I get what you're saying too. That's what we talk about all the time. Adding too much new can also be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like the conversation before. You know, there's nostalgic of certain things and having, because a lot of people still like the old Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like the different versions. So it's just like when you keep it the original. And you keep it not saying basic, but you keep it, you know what I'm saying, how the origin it really started, and off the basis of that, then it's going to continue to grow.
Just don't do too much, man. Give rid of the porn. We're going to do anything, give rid of the porn. There's way too much porn on Twitter.
It's wild.
There's way too much going on.
So, and then, you know, and also, Elon, it's a freedom of speech thing. I respect that one because that's what Twitter was for. It's for us to come to Twitter, express ourselves, and things of that nature. Because, you know, not saying under the previous ownership, but it was just certain things that, you know, a lot of people get in trouble for. So just keeping it a buck on that, man. Man, additional news, man, talking about, Lord, the internet space and everything going on, and it's wild outside. Man, look here. I'm proud of Kanye because he been in the cut, but hey, this is something right here where you're now you're edging me on to do something to you, bro. Now you edging me on to do something to you, bro. I don't care, bro. Now you crossing the line, the kid stuff. You don't cross that line. And allegedly, Pete Davis, tattooing Kanye kid's name on his neck. We just seen a video of him having one of Kanye kids in his lap while driving in the golf cart. like, bro, enough is enough. Because it's well, my problem is it's so media driven, and everybody gets so upset when Kanye responds or says something. But when he's not responding, people are like, dang, what you got to say? But every time you turn this way and that way, you see Kim K right here with Pete Davidson, or just saying this propaganda. Because every 5 seconds now you see them. We was never seeing them, or never, they wasn't in the light of this much since Kanye, was tweeting and things of that nature. And it's like now you trying to poke the bear. So when he come out and react, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Cause I'm not trying to sit here and say condone violence, bro, over my kids, bro. You can catch these hands, bro. And I'm not just trying to revert the violence, bro, but that's just straight disrespectful to me. It's not no thing you can explain behind that. Now you're trolling me. Now you're trying to be funny.
You have a relationship with their mom, but I don't think it's close enough for you to tattoo the names of the
Nah,
and it's not like I saw the tag. It's like just initials, and they could mean anything. But somebody did the detective work. First of all, shout out to whoever zoomed that far in on his neck. Like, I don't know why you were doing that, but whatever. But I get it. Like, I can see the initials. I see the letters. I'm like, okay, I can see North, St. Psalms, Chicago. Okay, so I can see how that might be. It might be, and no one's come out to deny it. So that's another
correct.
thing. So it's like really this gotta fall on Kim, because it's like, yo, you gotta tell that guy to chill out. I get you guys are dating. I don't think it's to a point where like you guys aren't married. He's not their stepdad. I don't think it's to the point where he should tattoo their names on his neck. And my prayer for Kanye is that he lets the Lord handle it. Because a lot of times, he tries to do so much himself and control things himself, do things on his own. And it doesn't always work out in the best way. Kanye West is a notorious bad communicator. His intentions are always great, but his communication he's just not really good.
Fair enough too, but also keep, like, honestly, if you gonna say the same thing about me, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck here. The media is driven to paint a bad picture.
Oh no, for sure.
Like that. It's like,
no, for sure.
What I'm saying? Like, I agree with you.
Yeah, but my hope is that Kanye handles it right, because even his intentions are good. He just doesn't do a good job of expressing those things. Even Nick Cannon said, I've known Kanye even before he was famous, and he's always been a bad communicator. He's always, he's always frustrated. He's got things he wants to say, and he's never good at displaying them. But the media does paint a picture. Why is he crazy for wanting to have a say-so on where his kid goes to school? Why is he crazy for wanting to live near his kids? Why is he crazy, for not wanting his daughter on TikTok? Right. My parents didn't let me on social media for a couple years, and according to TikTok, North shouldn't even be on there. So why is he crazy for that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like there is a narrative being painted that Kanye is crazy. And it's like, why is he crazy for wanting to fight for his home and wanting to be at the birthday party of his daughter's 4-year-old birthday party? Why does that make him crazy?
And just keep the
you might think it's crazy how he's going about it, but But there's nothing wrong with what he's trying to do.
My thing is keep the energy on both sides. Yeah. If y'all gonna slander and come out and say whatever you want about his beliefs and his views, and you see what's going on behind closed doors with Pete Davidson and how they acting in response to Kanye, you know what I'm saying? When he's not saying anything, that needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? It's swept under the rug real quick. But I don't respect that. You don't that kid stuff. You don't play like that. Yeah. You don't play like that.
It's just
allegedly,
man.
Allegedly or not, bro.
Yeah, you gotta Kim gotta do something, because that's your kid, and you know what I'm saying. That's wild. Right? Yeah. And whether you like him or not, he is their dad, and they love him, and so you gotta have some kind of respect for him.
Yeah, bro. I don't get that. I don't get that one. Yeah, I was teed off of this one. Like, nah, bro. That it's just a picture painted on a man who throughout his whole career, he has his trials and tribulations, his ups and downs, but this is still Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no reason why the media should just be so driven on painting this terrible picture of him. Like you said, he has bad communication skills at points, for sure, for certain. But of situations like this, why I'm so mad about it, because it's about his kids in this situation. It's deeper than, the surface level BS that we've been talking about. It has something to do with his kids, bro. So it's like, yeah, y'all, nah. That's the like you said. It's up to the parents to draw that line. And she's one of the parents. Draw that damn line.
You gotta draw the line.
You bugging. You bugging.
He's not their stepdad, and you know what I'm saying. Like you haven't married that guy. Like he ain't been in their lives that long for all
Straight
that.
Hollywood stuff right here.
He ain't been in their lives that long for that.
For real. So man, moving on to a lighter note, let's get into it, man. Subscribers Q&A. Make sure you dropping them questions, man. DM and comments, man. You got some good ones. I got a good one for you today. Have you ever met someone and not talked to them because of their zodiac sign? I have, to be honest. I have.
Oh gosh.
I have, but I was young, but I just don't. I'm not one of those people to be like so driven on this the zodiac sign. And I don't do that. I don't like to be driven with the zodiac sign. I've done it before because it was a situation where it was, you know, back-to-back people I was talking to of that zodiac sign, and I was like, man, I don't want to experience. You know what I'm saying? And and the fault by me being judgmental, but I've done it before. I'll be straight up honest, because it's just like, you know, certain people, you know, have certain characteristic traits, but we all do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We all do. We all have emotions. We all are different. So like you can't base it off of. That's why I was saying it's poor judgment by me, because you can't base that off a person, bro. We all human beings. We all different in all different type of ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can't base that off. I will say some zodiac signs, they have, like, when you look at, you know, astrology and things of that nature, it's characteristics that carry in the zodiac sign. I will say that. So it's not that I don't take it serious, but I won't pass judgment on a person over their zodiac sign. That was wrong by me. I wouldn't do that. I don't like that being done to me, because as soon as you a Pisces, here we go. That this not even just in relation, just people. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, what's your zodiac sign, and the whole picture could be depicted on you in that instant. Like, nah, you a messed up person.
Yeah, I've never done it. I know that I plan to. Women do stuff like that. Women care a lot about that type of stuff. And I don't like it, because, like, I'm a Virgo. I know enough about it to talk. I tell all my kids this in school. Like, listen, at least know your zodiac sign. If you know your zodiac sign, you can have a conversation with any woman.
That's
you
true.
can have a conversation with any woman. I'm telling you. Like, I know men who have gotten laid off of this. I said that's a good thing. I'm just saying, like, they take it that, so you can at least have a conversation with a woman based off of that. So I know my zodiac sign, and I'll rep it like, yeah, Virgo gang, whatever. But I don't like that. Like, don't try to act like you know me because you know my zodiac sign.
Or act like you better than me because of your zodiac sign.
Like, I've had students not like me upon meeting me because they found out I was a Virgo. You don't even know me. Like, I don't care, you're a Virgo. Like, what? Like, they'll say things like, oh, you're judgmental. You think you're like, first of all, you don't know. You just met me. You don't know anything about me. Like, don't do that. Don't try to act like you know anything about me.
That's why I said I'm wrong.
Because of when I was born.
That's why I said I'm wrong, because who are you to say that my zodiac sign ain't good, or depict or paint a picture of me when, you know what I'm saying, I can say the same thing about you.
Not only that, like, I can't control when I was born. Not only that,
right.
Like, you don't even, like, who came up with this anyway? Like, how you gonna tell me? Then there's more rules to it, like your moon and your rising, and you can be a middle way.
I'm not gonna lie. I believe in that. I do take that serious, but it's not. You know, it's not. It shouldn't depict on the person. Like, characteristics, you can look at yourself in a certain type of way.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, based off of it, and it may not be. You know, it may be good for you. It may not be, because that can cause probably insecurity based on your characteristics. Mm-hmm. But I would rather look at myself, like I said, I believe in it. Yeah, I see certain things. Okay, that's me, but I can't tell that to somebody else. That's passing too much judgment on somebody.
Like, there might be some things in there that's like, okay, right. I'm not saying, I don't know if all Virgos like this, but I'll say I got that one. I got that one.
Facts.
I wouldn't say all Virgos are like that, but you know, I got a couple of those things in there. So it's just, but yeah, I wouldn't base, and you could be lying, because like I said, like, men do that just to get at women. So you could, like, a man, he could be lying. Like,
conversation.
Like, there was a clip where a guy was like, you could think I'm a Taurus, and really, I'm a Pisces. He's like, you're a Pisces? He's like, oh, I'm a Pisces too. He's like, oh, really? I'm not a Pisces. And the whole room laughed, like, yo, like you really could get away with it.
Change the whole energy based off.
Like, for real.
Right. That's a fact, bro.
Like, look how welcoming she was the second she found out that she thought he was the same side as her. And he wasn't. Like, you can could really lie about the whole thing.
You
So
spin bars, bro.
yeah,
that's
I've never done it, and I wouldn't do it.
People people become very judgmental when you bring up that Zodiac sign. Like I said, he a Virgo, I'm a Pisces, bruh. Like, and honestly,
Shout out to all the Tauruses.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Zodiac signs. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, shout out to the Taurus. Shout out to my mother. Her birthday just passed. So shout out to him.
Coming up.
But you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. You know, I can't just say.
He got his talent on it.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, that's why I said I can't be biased because I take it serious about myself.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't pass that judgment on other people. It ain't right to do. You know what I'm saying? Cause I hate when people are like, oh, you a Pisces or nothing like that, or you know, or when it's positive too. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, y'all let us know, man. Have you ever not talked to somebody because of their zodiac sign? That don't mean I'm talking about friendship, relationship, no matter what it is. Have you just not communicated or talked to somebody, man, over that zodiac sign? It gets serious out here. All right. So, lastly, the infamous. Would you rather? Alright, this is a good one. This is a good one. Would you rather eat grits with salt and butter or sugar? Salt. Sugar. Bro.
We not even that deep in the South.
I don't care we not deep in the South, bro. Sugar on grits is
there's nothing wrong with sugar on grits.
My Lord.
Sugar on grits is good, but I prefer salt and butter.
People don't like sugar on grits. Or like you said, down south, they understand what I'm talking about. Y'all
down south, they definitely put. No, there's nothing. I've had sugar on grits. It's good.
Sugar on grits
is good, but I prefer salt.
I mean, I would just put butter and maybe a little bit of pepper, but I put that sugar on there all the time.
Especially if you got cheese grits. Cheese grits, I'm definitely not putting sugar on my cheese grits.
I don't even eat cheese grits for real.
What?
So,
cheese
grits is cool. No, I've had it before. It's cool because I've had, you know, I have shrimp and grits and I had cheese grits.
Yeah, I think if you had something with your grits, you definitely got to put salt on them. If I have shrimp and grits, I'm definitely throwing salt on them.
I'm not putting salt on that, Joe, bro. I ain't putting salt.
Like ever?
I'm putting that pepper, or maybe butter, or I'm definitely 100,000% putting sugar on my grits, bro.
There's nothing wrong with sugar with grits,
but I prefer. People like, bro, but when people say sugar on grits, bro, I remember we lived in Massachusetts for a time. We're talking about I had sugar.
I never heard of grits up there.
Like they make cream of wheat, bro.
Yeah, they never heard of like people up north. They never heard of grits. Like,
right, cream of wheat, and that was like sugar. They was like, oh my no, bro. I'm like, yeah, nah, y'all don't even know what y'all missing.
You can definitely put sugar on grits. I just prefer salt and butter on my grits.
Nah,
but you can definitely do sugar. I ain't gonna sit and act like sugar on grits is nasty. It's not.
Hey man, vote me sugar on the grits, man. Salt and butter, man. Y'all let us know, man. Because this a real debate. I remember I told Mo this. I said sugar. She was baffled. And I'm like, what? You ain't never hear?
There's some black boys don't even like grits. I'd be like, what? Yeah, some of my students never even had cheese grits. I'm like, you've never had cheese grits? Nah, cheese grits are
grits in general. 5.
Yeah, my father doesn't like grits.
Oh yeah,
I be looking at him like I don't get it. Like he don't like grits.
And grits is I'm not saying it's nothing not to like about it. I don't know. Maybe it's texture. I don't know. The grits.
I will say grits are hard to explain because a couple of my Hispanic students were like, "What are grits?" And I had to I forgot you guys don't know what grits. So it was like, "What is it like?" I was like. Yeah, it really is. I just had to type it up and show what grits look like. I was like, I don't really know. It's not grain. It's not grain. It's like I don't know how to describe grits, but just know it's a breakfast food and it's torch. Yeah, torch.
So sugar, you got salt and butter, man. Hey, you already know Thursday 5 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you tune in, man. The Faison View Podcast, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Another banger, man. Hey, love. Hey, we out, man.